just the icing on the fucking cake. Well done, Dad.
Mustn't have been there at least 3 times
Times
already.
already.
You just went and did it again. The passengers have been changed. Just like that crate who snapped the artifact inside.
Hace ya tiempo te volviste y odio cuando estoy lleno de este veneno y oigo truenos y no estás. Sé yo dónde estoy, se me aparecen mil planetas, de repente esto es una alucinación. Ver tu tramitar, alejarme de esta ciudad y contagiarme de tu forma de pensar. Vivo haciendo al recordar, me doy cuenta otra vez más que no hay momento que pase sin dejarte de pensar. Esta distancia no es normal, ya me he cansado de esperar tus billetes para amarte, no quiero ver nada posible, es demasiado tarde, todo es un desastre, esto es una obsesión. No me sirven tus pocas señales, ya nada es como antes, me olvido de quién soy. Ya sé yo dónde estoy, no vas a creer, es lo de siempre y de repente estoy perdiendo la razón. Tiempo lejos sin sentido, me arrebatan tus latidos y tu voz y ya no puedo ver, no sé a dónde voy, no es real. Hace ya tiempo te volviste normal y odio cuando estoy lleno de este veneno y oigo truenos y no estás. Imposible, es demasiado tarde, todo es un desastre, esto es una obsesión. No me sirven tus pocas señales, ya nada como antes, no olvido de quién soy. ¿Y dónde estás? La verdad es que ya van 1000 noches malditas sin tu abrazo. Es algo real, estoy viciado a tu amor, a tu amor, a tu amor, no, 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 no. Ya, ya. Quiero verte, 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 que se acabe ya. Oigo las sirenas, choco con la realidad, los ojos abiertos, mucha fragilidad, preso del azar y ya lo estoy echando de menos. Como te miraba, embobado sin pensar, viernes a las 2 sobre 2. Sueño.
It is what it is, but nothing's the same. Side thing trying to upgrade to the main. Toxic love, can you please stay away? Only involved if the love both ways. Only involved if the love don't change. Looked at my bro and said, please don't change. How many men at your group gone back this? How many men at your group gone stick?
Better be worth the taste, Shaw.
I can watch forever while you shine on every Where's the other? Bitch, bitch, bankroll, show how to do it. Ja, wij samen als ben je klein. Ja, we staan onder de lijn. Het leven. Je moet het bij. Met de liefde voor de eeuwigheid. Waarom laat je mij? Ik wil nog reden. Geen boele baby, ik ben een man, maar ik heb ook een boele baby. Waarom maak je net dat van, al die leuke van die man. Dit is mijn vak, dit is mijn vak, maar laat me zorgen voor een andere man. Ya no me enojo contigo, solo observo y pienso, me decepcionó y me alejo más de ti, porque yo ya no quiero sufrir, quiero ser feliz. Y tu amor es veneno y más, y yo siento un dolor en mi alma, pero con calma, abro mi teléfono y miro que anda con otro, te llamo para confirmar, pero tú no quieres contestar. Tú me matas. Yo no sé cuál fue la razón. Si yo te estaba dando todo mi amor, estoy destrozado. Tenía fe en ti, pero jugaste sin sufrir. En verdad estoy mal, aquí estoy en mi soledad. Yo nunca te mentí, tú eras todo mi mundo entero. Y es que la verdad, todo mi amor y mi ser, yo te entregué todo porque...
Artifact. As soon as you've activated the artifact, drop down and you'll now notice that you've got a stone that spawns in right here where these boxes once were. Activate the stone and you've activated 1 of 4 stones. You've got another 3 to go. Fine. So go down these sets of stairs, make your way down the next set of stairs, and then finally drop down the hole. And now you're going to go make your way down into the...
Mi corazón ya no está igual, con la herida que
So before we even jump into the game, let's have a look at our create a class menu. The most important part of any game is making sure that you've got the right class set up, ready and rocking for this Easter egg. So jumping into create class, first things first, let's look at our elixirs. Now inside of my elixirs, you guys can see that the first one I have active is anywhere but here. This elixir is a guaranteed lifesaver when you are playing solo or even on co-op as well. You get surrounded by zombies, activate this elixir, and you'll teleport away from those zombies and not go down. Definitely put this on, it will help you out a lot. Next up inside of our elixirs is probably the most important elixir out of them all, which is going to be equipment. You will definitely need homunculuses, which is the new Pokemon inside of this map, or this solo Easter egg to make it easy, and the equipment elixir means that you can instantly refill those homunculuses up whenever you want when this is active. It's an absolute lifesaver once again, so put equipment on. Next up, we've got temporal gift. This will basically just mean that you can double the amount of time that drops are on the map for. So with this active, a double points will last 60 seconds instead of 30 seconds, meaning that you can open the map a lot quicker. And finally, inside of this, I don't really use this inside of this game, but I put on aftertaste. If you guys ever think that you're in a tricky situation, just have aftertaste on, and then when you go down, you will get to keep your perks. So that is elixirs out of the way. Let's go and have a look at our weapons on the right-hand side. With the starting weapon, you can literally put whatever you feel more comfortable with, but I feel comfortable with the stripe and making sure that I've got a bayonet attachment on there as well. Making my way up to the equipment, I would prefer to have the rage grenades unlocked, but because I prestige, I couldn't use them. So I just use the acid bombs. You won't really be using any of these during this Easter egg, so just pick what you feel most comfortable with if you get in any sticky situations. And finally, special weapons. This is very, very important. Make sure you put on the Hammer of Valhalla. This is by far the best specialist weapon for this Easter egg. If you want to complete it, place on that special weapon. Now looking at perks, we're going to place on Dying Wish into our Danu slot. That means that we can pick this up first, and if you ever get to the point where you're about to go down, this will give you an extra life. Very, very important perk right there. Next up, we've got Stamina in our RAM slots, basically meaning that you've got extra stamina, you can run around the map longer and a little bit faster as well. Then inside of our 2 slot, we've got Quick Revive. Basically, if you get hit a few times, it will regen your health a little bit quicker. And finally, inside of our modifier, you guys guessed it, we got Victorious Tortoise. This is by far my favorite perk inside of this game. But there you go. Now that you've got all of your creative class down, let's jump straight into a game of Voyage of Despair. So once you spawn into the map, I'm going to advise you guys to stay inside of the spawn room, killing zombies until around round 6 or round 7. If you get any double points drops, make sure you put that temporal gift on and just gather up as much points as you can. Just stay inside that spawn room, and once you've got around 15,000 points, then you can go and start opening up the map. Of course, your first thing inside of this game for you to do is go and open Pack-a-Punch. So make your way straight to the back of the map on top of the food decks and activate the artifact. As soon as you've activated the artifact, just drop down and you'll now notice that you've got a stone that spawns in right here where these boxes once were. Activate the stone and you've activated 1 of 4 stones. You've got another 3 to go and find. So go down these sets of stairs, make your way down the next set of stairs, and then finally drop down the hole. And now you're going to go and make your way down into the engine room where you are going to go and activate the next stone. After this, make your way to the grand staircase in the middle of the map, make your way to the bottom of this area, and you'll see the 3rd stone on the ground right there. And the final one is going to be over underneath where the spawn area was. Just make your way into that cargo hold, and you'll find the final one, the staircase in the middle of the map. Make your way to the bottom of this area, and you'll see the 3rd stone on the ground right there. And the final one is going to be over underneath where the spawn area was.
You hate, you lame, you lost, I came, I saw, I came, I saw, I praise the Lord, and break the law, I take what's mine, and take some more, it rains, it pours, it rains, it pours, I came, I saw, I came, I saw, I praise
Let's just make your way into that cargo hold and you'll find the final one right there. Pack-a-Punch is the first step of the Easter egg that you'll have just completed. So welcome. So the next step is by far the one that everyone thinks is the most complicated. It's really not, as long as you know exactly what you want to do. So at this point, I want you guys to get a pen and paper out. So if you've not got one at hand, pause this video and quickly get a pen and paper. On that paper, draw a triangle. Then underneath that triangle, draw an upside down triangle. Then underneath that, draw a triangle that's facing up with a
Speed up on the dash, stopping nowhere fast, burning through the summer. Radio on blast, make the moment last. He got solar power. Made me feel like I was.
line going to the top, and then underneath that, draw a triangle that's facing down with a line going through the bottom. Put a little dash next to each one of those triangles, and now we are ready to look at this. So the next step that you guys are going to be working on is what's known as the clock step. Now that you've got those symbols wrote down on your piece of paper, you're good to go with this next step. There are 6 locations around the map where you can get clocks to spawn in, and those clocks also are super close to those triangle symbols that you guys just wrote down on that piece of paper. So the 6 clock locations are one inside of the mail room, which is the room underneath spawn on the floor right here, and the symbol. That goes along with that, which is either a triangle, an upside down triangle, a triangle with a line going through it, or a triangle upside down with a line going through it, is going to be underneath these stairs right here. Now the next one is going to be up the stairs and spawn onto the bridge where the wheel is to steer the ship, and you'll notice that the clock is on the wall right there. Now the symbol, which is one of those triangles, will be located underneath this desk right here. Now the next
Don't talk down to me, that's not gonna work now. Packed all my clothes and I moved out. I don't even wanna go to your house. Every time I sit on that couch, I feel like you lecture me. Eventually, I bet that we could've made this work if I knew to figure things out. But I guess I'm a letdown, but it's cool, I checked out. Oh, you wanna be friends now? Okay, let's put my fake face on and pretend now. Sit around and talk about the good times. That didn't even happen. I mean, why are you laughing? Must have missed that joke. Let me see if I can find a reaction. No, but at least you're happy. Cause life only ends right now. Wish that I could say I'm proud. Sorry that I let you down. Oh, I let you down. Voices in my head get loud, and I wish that I could shut them out. Sorry that I let you down. Oh, I let you down. I'm sorry. So sorry. I'm sorry.
Location where you guys can find a clock is going to be inside of the first class cabins. Make your way into the first class cabins and then look at the bottom of this mirror right here. You'll notice a small clock sitting there and your symbol is going to be behind this window.
This is from a fallen soldier, from a fallen brother, Rodi. Ik wil niet denken aan die dingen die me emo maken, want dan maak ik alles kapot in plaats van die dingen maken. Of in plaats van dingen plaatsen, geef ik dingen geen plaats. Als ik praat, zorg ik zeker dat iemand voor me praat, want ik heb vaak dingen die ook echt meemaakt. Hij is van de straat af, mijn broer hij is nog steeds straat. Die jongen die kreeg vaak straf, maar hield het nog steeds straatkoppig. Maar ja, het zwaardere taken op zijn schema. Zijn moeder wou een doekoe geven, maar hij zei er nee man. Ik ben een strijder, ik ga nog liever werken in de HEMA. Ik droom groot, ik denk dat Greta is in Greta. En hij wil gaan het maken.
To the right hand side. Your next clock is going to be on the main staircase. So at the top of the staircase, you'll see.
Maar ik zweer in mijn hoofd, het is nooit leeg daar. Ik zit vol liefde, broertje en je weet dat. Dat is precies wat mijn broertje Rodi van zijn broer Jada. We love you Rodi, love you Rodi. So good, ik weet die jongen van me, die is so good.
The clock and above the door behind the clock, you'll see the symbol as well. The next. One that you guys could get is the galley. So the kitchen's at the back of the dining hall. The clock will be on the wall and the symbol will be on this cabinet behind the clock. And finally, your final clock location is the galley. So the kitchen's at the back of the dining hall.
We love you Rodi, love you Rodi, love you Rodi.
The clock will be on the wall and the symbol will be on this cabinet behind the clock. And finally, your final clock location can be in third class under the poop deck at the end of the map where you originally of the artifact, and the symbol can be under the stairs. Now these symbols will only spawn in to 4 locations. Be in third class under the poop deck and the
You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen.
Ik zet mijn goon, let's go, trekken die pipes op, ik pak mijn Rambo. Mij moet je echt niet vertragen, praat je bedagen, dan ben ik op tempo. Gooi je in een set op met dat, die smoke, hoe blijft steken, echt top niet. Dus die moet je hier niet zoeken, je gaat in je kist, we kijken in je body. Maandag tot aan zondag, ik ben elke dag op de kraai. Kan hoe zit in mijn vak, niet dat ik met je verwacht. De rommel side, met de rommel mind, we geven geen fuck, we nemen ze live. De rommel side, met de rommel mind, we geven geen fuck, we nemen ze live. Just say die pijp in mijn face check. Ik zweer het nog wel. Voor die picture en ik ben zo zoek. Ik doe de lijpe dingen voor die toekomst. Kan je zomaar springen op de trek. Wil je FT trekken in je man op je zoek. Brak je of fake plannen. En mijn jongens van weg met veel aan me zien als je goed bent. Dus je wat die ik doe. Testing ga je kant en ik ga dan bijna bewandelen mijn eigen pad. En ben ik testing. Sugar pak je geen mali. Ik laat je achter in jockey. Als ik trek, trekken we niet terug. Nog heb ik geen piep in woods. Die jongen ik heb wat dat weet. Schenk op mij belang tegen bericht. Rambo naar de ruit en de ring. Mijn gun doet bang en mijn shank doet ching. Ik heb een schön en mijn ijs en niet. Ik heb je box, maar je bent niet mijn broek. Ik trek een pijp en die elf, ik pak 8 ben plaats op slow. Ik zet man aan het werk. Als ik weet en ik heb je brokko. Als ik mij dan breek ik je los. Kom van de gym, ik voel me net Costco. Ik doe mijn job, ik maak het brokko. Schenk op de hip, ik voel me net solo. Ik ben getipt en ik les meer baas in die trekker. We breken zo toon. Just saying. Die pijp in mijn North Face check. Ik zweer het van kant op. Voor die picture en ik ben zo zoek. Ik doe mijn lijpe dingen voor die toekomst. Kan je zomaar springen op het trek. Ik trek in je man op je zoek. Brak je of fake plannen. En mijn jongens van weg met veel aan we zien dat je goed bent. Als je wat die ik doe, trek niet. Je kant en ik ga de mijne bewandelen mijn eigen pad. En mij doet het goed. Door sugar pak je geen mali. Ik laat je achter in jockey. Als ik trek, trekken we niet terug.
the end of the map where you originally picked up the artifact, and the symbol can be under the stairs. Now these symbols will only spawn in to 4 locations. They will not spawn into the locations that the clocks are set to 11:40 or 12:40. 40. If your clock's...
You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen.
If your clock's...
You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. You want me to
1240 or 1240, then they are inactive. So don't worry about those locations. So out of the 6 locations that I just showed you, there will be 4 locations that are active that don't have 1140 or 1240 on that clock, and they will have the symbols. So look where the symbol should be and get your pen and paper ready next to that symbol. Go over to the clock that's near the symbol in that room and tell the time on that clock. But we're not going to be telling the time the same way that we tell a time on a normal clock. Look at the diagram that I'm showing you guys on screen right now that's to do with this clock. 12 o'clock on this clock is not going to be 12 o'clock anymore.
Walk this lonely road to where we go. Where we go. Walk this lonely road to where we go. Hey. I just found my ex bitch, pull up on the next bitch, like what's up, get next bitch. Please open your life, bitch. No, I'm not your daddy, bitch, but I can be your daddy, bitch.
We're gonna call this 0. 1 o'clock is still 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock is still 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock is still 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock is still 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock is still 5 o'clock. And finally 6 o'clock is of course 6 o'clock. Now the difference in the way we're gonna be doing this step is going backwards. So I want you guys to call 11 o'clock minus 1. I want you guys to know we're gonna be looking at way the 10. So on our new diagram, we've got all the artifacts and complete challenges to make sure you pick up the artifact. Kill the jokers, kill the fire zombie symbol that you guys have to go back once again. Once again, this area right here, which I would totally advise you be map where you can get clocks to spot that. Draw a triangle that's facing down with your piece of paper symbols that you guys just wrote down on that piece of paper. So the 6 clock locations are 1 inside of the mail room. I'm going through the stair of the ship, and your location where you can both the dog symbol or artifact. 40 or 12 locations that I just showed you. Get your pen and paper ready next to that symbol. Go over to the clock that's near the symbol in that room and tell the time on that clock. But we're not going to be telling the time the same way that we tell a time on a normal clock. Look at the diagram that I'm showing you guys on screen right now that's to do with this clock. 12 o'clock on this clock is not going to be 12 o'clock anymore. We're going to call this 0. 1 o'clock is still 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock is still 2 o'clock. Or 11 o'clock. 7 o'clock will be minus 5. And working on inside of that room, I want you to put a little dash. And then you are going to write down exactly which way the minute hand, which is the longer hand on that clock, is facing on your new diagram. So you guys can see on my clock right here that I've got the minute hand facing the 10. So on our new diagram, that 10 is minus 2. So I'm going to get the symbol that I've just found and write minus 2 next to that symbol. And then I'm going to put a comma next to minus 2 because that's going to be our first number, and our second number is going to be where the hour hand is facing to. So my hour. Towards 11, so I'm going to put minus 1. Now you guys need to do this for every single location that you found the clocks that have the symbols in that room. The clocks that weren't set to either 1140 or 1240. So by the time you made your way down the map, found those symbols and wrote them down on your pen and paper pad should look similar to this. Now just remember that yours will be different to mine because it's different in every single game, but it should look like this. You should have the symbols, the dash, you should then have the number of the minute hand, and then a comma, and then the number of the hour hand. So you should have 4 in total. Once you've got all those symbols on your piece of paper, make your way over to the front of the boat where you've got these dials right here. You'll notice on every single dial will have a corresponding symbol of the ones that you guys just wrote down. Now these symbols never change, so they're going to be the same in every single game. So the one on the right hand side is always going to be the normal triangle, and in my game the normal triangle's minute hand was facing towards 2. So I would then go over to the right hand side of that dial and hold the action button, so either square on PlayStation X on Xbox or F on PC twice, because it just means 2 clicks. Same as if you had 5. 5 would mean 5 clicks. The hand on this dial does not need to be facing in the same way. You just need to do the same number of clicks that you wrote down on your piece of paper. So once again, you guys see me go to this dial, which is going to be the upside down triangle with the line going through it. Now inside of my game, the upside down triangle with the line going through it was set to 10, so mine would actually be -2. So then I look to the left hand side of this dial and take it back by 2. And then the next one is of course the upside down triangle, and then
I thought I needed you, but now I don't know. I'ma speak my mind. Girls say shit, but we all know why. Broken hearts of broken guys. Rapping with the boys, and I know we right. They're my native. There's some stupid guys. They're trying to net, but they're doing nothing with their lives. Let go of you. I can never do that. My feelings been lost, I can never get back. I know that you hate me, I know it's a fact. You said I talked to other girls and we're behind your back. You lied to your friends and said I was bad. You lied to your friends and said I was trash. Shawty wanna be with me, but I'm sorry, my phone's on DND. I wanna go back to the old school days when me and bro was stacking cheese. She came round and she changed it. Till he changes me, walking round in designer beat. That's it, I know that's me. Got sick of the love game, then I switched to my own name. I know you have no shame, just don't talk on my name. You're right, so I had a few things I like. Remember the days we sit and stare at the sky. I miss the days I was like, you won't let go.
And finally, the final dial is, of course, the right side up triangle with a line going through it. So once you've inputted all of your minute hands onto those dials of your piece of paper, just rub out the minute hand numbers on the piece of paper, because you don't need to worry about those anymore. Next, you're going to go and make your way over to the poop deck where you originally found the artifacts. Right there, you will notice that there's 2 more of these dial things that you guys were just messing around with. Now, the one on the left is going to be associated with the triangle with the line going through. And the one on the
I'm just stating of the beat. I ain't wasting. I read. Man, I'm just tasting. Cali knows. At the back of my throat, take it in and blow out more. I thought I loved you then, but now I don't know. So you left me broken, lying in the cold. I knew I needed you, but now I don't know. I wanna be with you till we were growing old. You say you won't let go. You say you won't let go. You say you won't let go.
over to the poop deck where you originally found the artifacts. Right there, you will notice that there's 2 more of these dial things that you guys are just messing around with. Now, the one on the left is going to be associated with the triangle with the line going through it. And the one on the right-hand side is going to be associated with the upside-down triangle with a line going through it. So, look at the second number in your sequence next to those symbols, which was originally the hour hand on the clock that you had. And then, once again, do the same thing to this one as you did to the last one. So, input the hour hand. So, let's say, for example, you guys can see right now that my triangle with the line going through it, the hour hand on that was set to 3, so I would then move it 3 spaces to the right. And then I'd go back and do the exact same thing to the upside down triangle with the line going through it, which for me was -1, so I take it back by 1. Now make your way down into the engine room. You'll notice that
Es que yo tengo mi mujer y tú tienes tu novio. Yo no quiero ser infiel, me matará la tentación.
2 more dials at the bottom of these stairs right here. The one on the left indicates the normal triangle, and the
I'm not just talking about flowers. You already know what it is. Dice que conmigo tú eres feliz. No podemos seguir así. Terminaré sufriendo.
one on the right indicates the upside down triangle.
Es que no puedo aceptar tu amor. Ay, olvídame, aunque duela que aceptar ese dolor. Es que yo tengo mi mujer y tú tienes tu novio. Yo no quiero ser
Once again, input the hours from those the exact same way that you did the ones upstairs. So whatever your triangle hour is, you then need to type that in to this dial. So for me, the hour on the normal triangle was 1, so I'd move it 1 space. And then triangle hour is, you then need to type that in to this dial. So for me, the hour on the normal triangle was 1, so I'd move
aunque no duela que aceptar ese dolor. Es que yo tengo mi mujer y tú tienes tu novio. Yo no quiero ser infiel, me matará la tentación.
move it 1 space. And then for me, the upside down triangle, which is going to be the one on the right hand side, the hour hand on that clock was set to 5. So I'd move it.